Ugh. We're back with another episode, my boys. Hey, no more long breaks in between episodes anymore, bro. We gotta get this game done. I got a little surprise for y'all after I'm done with the game, so I gotta get it done. Gotta go. Alright, so like if I remember correctly, we're supposed to be going to the arts and crafts room or whatever. Right. Bro, hey, what? Okay, alright, alright. Okay, I was about to say, I have not seen this room before. Alright, it's here. That's right. Just when I reach my hand toward the door. Oh wait, I'm pretty sure the door is locked. Locked? Oh, that's right. Angie did say that she locks the room. She's working.
I knew it.
So it is locked.
Got a minute?
Move. Maki pushed me aside and began pounding on the door.
Hey.
Angie, open this door now. Wait, Maki, you can't do it like that. Stop being a little almost impatient. Then how should I do it? Angie will only open the door when a student council member calls for her.
Please.
Angie, it's Tenko. I want to talk to you about something. Can you open the door?
Ah. Yes.
Yeah, it's me.
Yeah.
Can I help you?
Huh?
Huh? Why is Shuichi and Maki here?
Oh.
Oh, I get it. You both want to join the student council, huh? Then you need to get acquainted with Atua. I will introduce you to Atua. Please come in.
No.
No, it's not that. Let's go in for now. We can talk inside. Well, I suppose. Invited by Angie, we stepped into her lab. But we weren't prepared for what we're about to see. Oh, that scared the mess out of me. Oh my gosh, bro. That scared the mess out of me, bro. Kaede and Rantaro, Karumi, Ryoma?
Yoo-hoo.
I made them. Don't they look lifelike? Aren't they just divine? You made them?
Yep.
Yep, they're my very own handcrafted wax effigies.
Huh?
Wax effigies? Why?
Of course.
Why? For the resurrection ritual, of course.
Uh.
According to the Necronomicon, we need an effigy of the deceased to perform the ritual.
Come on.
So I went ahead and made these.
Uh.
Simple dolls probably would have been better, but once I got to work, Atua took possession of me. And before I knew it, I had made these. What do you think? Aren't they amazing?
You.
You do such cruel things so innocently. What?
But
It's incredible. For a second, I thought they were real. Yeah, just like the real thing, but straight to Kaede. It looks exactly like Kaede, the face and body. It looks like the real thing, but actually, the more I look at it, the more it looks like Rantaro, but actually.
hey,
Angie, could you please reconsider?
Mm-hmm.
I see. Reconsider what exactly? The ritual that you're trying to do. I don't think you understand how bad that might be. Remember that this was Monokuma's motive. He wants us to do it. It can't be good. But the dead can't really come back to life, so the people who died must still be alive. No, Angie, that's not possible. The bodies were not fakes, I'm positive. Especially after seeing the wax effigies. The effigies were nearly perfect, but the real body still had traces of a soul. A soul desperate to live, struggling, fighting for life. That's something that can never be replicated. No matter what technology you have, you can't fake a soul.
That's true.
Ryoma, Kurumi, Rantaro, and Kaede are dead.
Okay.
I agree. I have no doubts that their deaths were real. Trust me, I've seen my fair share of dead bodies.
Mm-hmm.
I see. If that's what Maki says, then maybe they really are dead.
Woohoo!
Then if we do the ritual, will we actually resurrect the dead? What a miraculous mystery.
Huh?
Huh?
This is stupid.
What are you saying? Someone who has died can't be resurrected. But that's not what the Tua says. He says that if we do the ritual, everyone who has died up until now will come back. So, if those four really are dead, then the resurrection ritual will surely work. That must be right, because the Tua is never wrong. You're not gonna stop this, are you?
Of course.
Oh snap. Of course not. This is a Tua's will.
Hey.
This is your will, not a Tua's.
No.
Nuh-uh, it's a Tua's. A Tua told me that our friends will come back to life if we do this ritual. So we have to do it. We can't defy a direct command from a Tua.
Get punished.
Or else we'll get punished, you know.
Uh.
You're probably still worried about the motive, Shuichi, but it's okay.
Tua has spoken.
A Tua has spoken. Nothing bad will happen to us as long as you put aside all thoughts of escape.
Is that so?
Is that so? Then there's no point in talking anymore. Are we done talking now? Cause I'm still busy preparing for the ritual. If you're gonna slow me down, I'll turn you into a wax effigy. Haha.
Hey.
Tenko, let's go back for now. I think we may need another plan.
Yes.
Okay. After failing to persuade Angie, we reluctantly left the lab. When's the next killing? It's already nighttime, so please be careful as you head back to your rooms.
Right.
Oh, and
Uh-oh.
it's safe to say that Tenko has betrayed the student council, right? Eh?
But.
It's okay. I forgive you. Atua forgives you. He's such a softie, you know.
Atua.
I hope you will recommit yourself to the student council and help us make this place our paradise.
Yes. Why?
Why is Shuichi and Maki here? They're not on the student council, and it's nighttime. Himiko!
It'll be okay.
Oh, it's nothing. Tenko simply betrayed the student council and brought these two to change my mind. She betrayed us? That sounds like a big problem. But if you're saying it's nothing, then Angie, you really are loved by Atua. And you are loved in return. Whatever, bro. Stop it. You're making me blush. Enough already. Tenko walked toward Himiko and gripped her firmly by the shoulders. Yeah? Please snap out of it. Aren't you a mage? That hurts. Let me go. Himiko, why can't you see that you've been brainwashed? If you can't even see that, then you're not a real mage at all.
What was that?
What?
What's wrong?
Feeling angry? If you are, then show it. Get mad, get upset, yell at me. Just fight back already. Do something. Tenko, let's just leave it be for now. Huh?
I'm sorry.
I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry. I can't believe I just yelled at you. You must be tired, Tenko. I think it would be best if you got some rest. Oh snap. Sound good? Until then, I will continue my preparation to welcome back our friend. Himiko didn't look Tenko in the eyes. After leaving Angie's lab, the three of us returned to the dorms. Tenko, are you okay? I said all those terrible things to Himiko, and now I don't know what to do. I know she'd never hate me, but she'll still demote me from best friend to just a friend.
Huh?
You guys were best friends?
No.
Well, if you round up to the nearest whole number, we're basically best friends. I feel like you're rounding up a little too much there.
Well.
Well, if you apologize, I'm sure she'll understand.
Right.
That's right. We'll be like an old married couple once we overcome this rough patch. Oh, that was a quick turnaround.
No.
Really? That's the first time I've heard. That's the first time I've heard that.
Piece of cake.
Don't worry, I'll use my own words to apologize to Himiko. Well then, see you tomorrow. Good night. She's getting clapped. She's getting clapped. She bounced back rather fast. I guess I didn't need to worry. You were worried?
What?
Huh? Is it weird for me to worry?
Do you want to die?
Whoa, dang!
Huh?
There's that habit again. Well, I suppose on the positive side, she's able to act more like herself around me.
Well,
What about the ritual? Have you given up on persuading Angie?
No.
I don't want to give up, but changing her mind might require less orthodox methods. I need to think of another way. Less orthodox methods. Got it. I'll think about it. Maki hurried back to her room. So Maki's gonna think about it too? I didn't expect that. But I'm glad. Especially now that I'm able to talk about things more with Maki. I don't know a lot about this place, but I don't want to. But I don't know a lot about anyone either. That could be a good thing, or it could be a bad thing.
Huh?
The intercom. It's early in the morning. I wonder who it could be.
well,
What's that face? Look like you just woke up.
Huh?
I did just wake up. The announcement was just a minute ago.
you.
You wake up to that? If you rely on that announcement as your alarm clock, you'll start getting used to this place.
Okay.
Well, I suppose that's true, but like,
Hey.
it's fine. Let's just go stop the ritual.
Huh?
Kaito?
Okay.
I heard from Maki Roll that Maki Roll. What? It seems like Anji's gonna do the ritual. Maki Roll. Don't give me such a weird nickname.
Ah.
You brought Kaito here. You brought Kaito here, Maki?
Why?
Is that weird? We need a backup plan in case the straightforward approach fails. Who better than Kaito for a less than straightforward approach? But Kaito, are you feeling okay? We don't have time to be worrying about me. We gotta put a stop to this ridiculous resurrecting the dead crap.
Okay.
And then we can finally drop that topic, or else I'm not gonna last. Not gonna last? Kaito, are you scared?
Huh?
Huh?
No.
It's just that I remember you talking about you like not liking ghosts and all that.
Because.
Now that I think about it, you've been acting strange ever since. We started talking about resurrecting the dead. Don't be stupid. There's no way. So I was right.
Got a minute?
Wait, you mean the reason you didn't come to training is because you were scared?
So.
It's not that I'm scared. It's just how my body is. I'm fine when it comes to cramped areas, space, and zero gravity, but ghost stories? Since I was a kid, whenever I hear them, I start to feel sick. Kaito was looking more and more pale as he spoke.
Damn it.
Because of that, I haven't been able to eat or sleep since all this crap started. So that's what happened. So let's hurry up and stop Angie so we can put an end to all this spooky stuff. If things get any scarier, I'll seriously die from a heart attack. Why are you looking at me like that? Unbelievable. You always act like you're not afraid of anything. Shut up! Let's just go and stop Angie already. Come on, bro. Come on, Maki Roll. Hurry up.
I told you.
Seriously, don't call me Maki Roll. Anyway, let's go to Angie's lab. Please teleport me there, bro. Hey, but like, we got the squad. Like, bro.
Damn it.
If things get any... Okay, alright.
Then
You're right. Let's go. All right. I really hope Kaito or Maki does not die. Those are the homies. The homies. Good morning, Kyo.
Yes.
Ah, good morning. Oh, well, if it isn't Kaito, are you feeling better already? Yeah, somehow. Sorry though, we don't have much time to talk right now. Well, don't push yourself. Things feel amiss without your boisterous voice.
Okay.
Yeah, sure. My bad for making you worry.
That's right.
Yes, yes, and all because you were scared. Did you say something? It's nothing, right, Maki Roll?
I told you.
Quit calling me Maki Roll. Alright.
Eh?
Yeah, you guys again.
Why?
Himiko, why are you here? Were you keeping watch this whole time?
What a pain.
I wouldn't do something like that. It sounds like a pain. I just came to check on Angie.
You.
So what do you guys want? Don't tell me you came to stop Angie again.
Okay.
Yeah, we did. Because the ritual is Monokuma's motive. We just shouldn't let that happen.
Okay.
That's exactly right. It's not because I'm scared or anything, we're okay?
Sure, whatever.
But it's good that you're here. She won't open this door for anyone but members of the student council, right?
Then,
So tell Angie to open it for us. Yeah, that's not possible.
Huh?
Not possible? I wanted to ask her how the ritual went, so I've been calling her. But she must really be into her work. She won't come out.
Huh?
Won't come out? Are you sure she's in there? She should be inside, but both this door and the back one are locked. Did she die? Did she get clapped? I'll be happy regardless, but like, bro, did she get clapped? It really is locked. But these doors only lock from the inside, which means there's definitely someone in there.
No.
Actually, no. Maybe she's sleeping. No answer.
Himiko.
Himiko, we need to get inside right now.
Eh?
Why?
Ah,
But you know, even if we wanted to check, it's locked, so we can't do.
I see.
I heard everything, and I'm just as shocked as you are. But that's by what the tabloids are reporting. You obviously didn't hear anything at all.
you.
Where did you come from? A little birdie told me that now would be a good time to bust out my trick. Kokichi's trick.
Ah,
The lockpicking. Huh? Lockpicking?
hey.
During the insect meet and greet, Kokichi was able to get into our rooms by lockpicking. Can you use your lockpicking skills to get this lab door open? You want me to pick open this door, huh? Let me see.
Ah.
Oh, it's a cylinder lock. Now this is a lock perfect for lockpicking.
Um.
Yes, please, Kokichi, open the lock.
You.
It's rude to pick a lock without permission.
Himiko.
Now's not the time for that. Something might have happened to Angie.
Yeah.
Don't worry about that. Kokichi, just hurry up and open the door.
My bad.
Sorry, Himiko. I'm only doing this because these three are threatening me. Kokichi pulled out some thin needles and stuck them into the keyhole of the lock.
See?
There, open sesame.
Huh?
That simple. Not to brag, but I am the ultimate supreme leader, you know.
Well,
Lockpicking seems more suited for petty thieves.
You got me.
That cuts real deep, Maki.
All right.
Let's get inside. I'm worried about Angie.
Got it.
Yeah, you're right, bro. Did she die? 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 Bro, did she die, bro? Did she die? That's not Angie. Bro! Oh! I was expecting an entirely different person to show up. And they're playing New World Order.
This is an official announcement.
A body has been discovered. Everyone please assemble at the Ultimate Art Lab.
Ah.
She puked again, and is green this time. Model Fanny's green puke is said to be an omen of bad luck and disaster. What on earth is about to happen? Please don't let the killer be Kaito or Maki, please. Transfer student from beyond the grave. Deadly life.
Well then.
Let us pray for Angie. So that Atua may guide her soul to the gates of heaven. Atua, please take care of Angie.
It can't be.
Hey, why did it end up like this? Didn't Angie have Atua with her? I'm thinking it's one of the student council members or Kaito or Maki, because you know Spike likes to throw in those curveballs.
You don't know?
Clearly, she didn't.
Weird.
That's not true. Angie say Atua always by her side. We don't have time to be talking about this. Instead of talking about Atua,
Right?
yeah, we gotta talk about which one of us is the culprit and win this killing game.
Really?
Wait, this is part of the killing game?
That's right.
What else could it be? The fact that Angie said it could only mean one thing. One of us killed her.
No way.
But why would someone do such an awful thing? Is that really what happened?
Huh?
Huh?
Could it be?
Is it possible the culprit who killed Angie isn't one of us, but the resurrected students? Maybe that's bro, yuck. Oh, a vomit-soaked entrance. How novel and the puke is green again too. That's a pretty ominous sign. Why did another murder have to happen? What's the deal, Mono? Damn, I thought you were gonna make everyone get along. Don't worry, overcoming this will bring everyone closer together. That has been the case so far, yes. Their bonding gets stronger with each class trial, does it not? Murders are necessary to bring everyone closer together. But how? So then, let's get started. Conduct a friendly investigation, then we'll have a friendly class trial. We must distribute these first. Oh look, the Monokuma file. I wanted to be the one to pass it out. Didn't you want to do it too, Mono Fanny?
So.
By the way, I've been thinking, you guys should knock off all this killing and dying. Dying is like so lame. Living is all the rage these days. More green puke. This is really unlucky. Farewell. So long. Farewell.
So then.
As there's no use complaining, we are better off beginning our investigation. So everyone, we all know what we need to do, yes?
Yeah.
Yep. I mean, by the third murder, we should all be used to dead bodies. Not going to ever get used to this.
No.
Trust me, you don't want to get used to this. No one should get used to this. That's nice and all, but seems pretty insincere coming from an assassin.
Unfortunately.
Let's start investigating. It's not like we have any other choice.
You're right.
That's true. But it's still strange. This is a bizarre setup. Four wax figures effigies of the dead hanging upside down in the room. And in the middle, Angie's body in a pool of blood. It certainly appears to be some kind of ritual. Alright bro, I'm counting on you as my sidekick. Let's end this nightmare together.
Okay.
Yeah, but are you feeling okay, Kaito?
Okay.
We seriously don't have time to be talking about this. No way we're gonna die here. I'm definitely gonna find the culprit.
Seems like
The culprit is really someone among us that killed Angie? I get how you feel, Sumigi, but do you have time to repeat that old tired line every time? No, that's not it. But I mean, could this have been the work of the transfer student?
Huh?
Huh? Angie prepared the ritual in this room to resurrect the dead, right? And she made those wax dolls hanging upside down as part of the ritual.
Could it be?
Maybe the spirit resurrect. Maybe this ritual succeeded and the resurrected person killed her. Then they'd still be in this room. Okay, bro has his own Kazuichi face.
Hey,
What? Shut up already.
What?
It's her fault telling scary stories out of nowhere like that. Saying messed up stuff like that. Yeah, are you good?
Damn.
Sure, sorry, Shuichi. I need to get some. Did bro get possessed? I'll leave this to you and Maki. Do a good job, you guys. Kaito left. Did he get possessed, bro? Do a good job. That coward has a lot of nerve bossing us around. Maybe that wasn't the best way to phrase it, but he just wants to encourage.
jeez.
You've clearly settled right into your sidekick role.
It's okay.
I don't need him to give me orders. With so few people left, I can't afford to sit out anymore.
Well,
So where should we start? We should check the Monokuma file first, right?
You're right.
Yeah, let's take a look. The victim is Angie Yonaga, the ultimate artist. The body was found in the ultimate artist lab. The time of death is approximately 2 in the morning. The cause of death is a stab wound to the back of the neck and the forehead. Also has a laceration. Dang, bro, the killer must have hated her. Like, dang. The Monokuma file included the time of death this time. 2 a.m. Everyone must have been asleep. We can't rely on witness testimonies. Kaito just said that he wasn't able to eat or sleep, so he's already a prime suspect.
But
So the murder happened at nighttime after all. If everyone had followed the rules, the student council's rules, like Angie, followed the student council's rules, like Angie and the Tua said. What good will saying that do? The culprit may be one of the student council, yes?
Why?
A member of the student council. That's.
All right.
We should go and figure out. Let's start investigating and solve this mystery together.
it's impossible.
I can't.
Himiko?
Himiko, I can't do it. I can't investigate Angie's body. But if we don't make it through the class trial, then everyone will die.
Whatever.
I don't care anymore. What?
What a pain.
Surviving and everything else? It's too much of a pain.
What was that?
Then why don't you use your magic to revive Angie?
Please stop.
This is no time for your mean-spirited taunts. Reviving her is clearly impossible.
Is that so?
We cannot say that with certainty, no?
Huh?
Excuse me?
No.
Well, of course resurrecting her is impossible, but I know a way we can speak with Angie.
You see.
We can summon her spirit with a seance of the caged child. Seance?
what are you trying to pull?
Seance? What are you talking about? Cut it out already.
You gotta be kidding me!
Yeah, this is no time for jokes.
I am serious.
Oh, I'm serious. This is for our investigation.
Huh?
For our investigation?
Yes.
If we speak with Angie, we can ask her who the culprit is and bring the case to a swift close.
Well, now.
First a resurrection ritual, and now a seance? Are you messing with us?
Do you understand?
I would appreciate it if you didn't compare it to Monokuma's foolishness. Seances are genuine occurrences. They are written of in literature the world over. In fact, I myself have participated in a great many times. On top of that, we have here a rare chance to perform the legendary seance, the Caged Child. It would be foolish not to take advantage of this, yes.
No.
No matter how you put it, now's not the time for something.
However.
Oh, I suspect the only way to confirm your earlier theory is by performing this seance, yes?
What?
My earlier theory?
Therefore.
The possibility of the culprit being the resurrected transfer student. It is not wise to go into the class trial with such It is not wise to go into the class trial with such outlandish theories in one's head. So to prove that such a thing is impossible, I think it's best we consult Angie herself.
Incomprehensible.
That logic is peculiar to say the least. Holding a seance to find out about the ritual. So we're gonna fight the occult with the occult.
Okay.
Well, we can't worry about this forever, so we might as well go with the easiest solution.
How exciting.
Okay, I'll help out. I was getting bored of investigating anyway.
Huh?
Huh? I'll help too. You too, Himiko? If I can talk to Angie one more time, I'll do anything. A seance or whatever it takes, I'll do it.
Well,
I'll help out as well. I can't leave Himiko alone.
do whatever you want.
Do whatever you want.
Yes!
Okay, I will.
So then,
So now we have 4 participants. Kokichi, Himiko, Tenko, and myself. However, the caged child requires 5 people. We're still 1 short. Fine then. Keyboy can come too.
You're right.
I guess we can't be picky. Why am I being forced to participate and being treated like a burden?
well then.
So then, we need a place to... Oh yeah, bro. You already... The 3rd trial always has 2 victims, so... Kaito, please do not let it be you. Bro. How about your lab?
No.
No, in order for the caged child to succeed, the room must be as dark as possible. My lab has windows, so turning the lights off wouldn't make it quite dark enough.
Then,
And how about the empty rooms?
That's
Empty rooms? The ones on the 4th floor? There aren't any windows there, so if we blow out the candles, it should be pitch dark.
yeah.
Sure, I'm fine with that, bro.
listen up.
As soon as we turn those lights off, as soon as they come back on, someone is gonna be dropped dead, bro. I agree with Himiko.
Tell me your thoughts.
However, there are 3 empty rooms. Which one shall we use?
Then,
The middle room. The middle room is always the best for stuff like this.
I see. Yes.
Oh no. I think the middle just seems unlucky to me. Oh no. I shall have you 4 help. I feel like that's gonna be an important whatchamacallit. Are you really gonna do this?
Do you understand?
This is for our investigation. I said as much, did I not? We need to use all of our effort to discover the culprit, lest our lives be lost. Kyo, Kokichi, Kibo, Tenko, and Himiko all left the scene.
This is stupid.
Are they serious about this stupid seance?
But
Perhaps that's just part of the investigation in their eyes. We should go with it. In any case, I should focus on what I can do. What the ultimate detective can do. Investigation start. First off, gotta talk to the homie Maki.
Hey,
I just want to confirm something. When we got to this lab, you were sure that the front door was locked.
okay.
Yes, I'm positive. I grabbed the knob and tried to turn it. It really is locked.
I knew it.
The front entrance was locked until Kokichi picked the lock to open it. Kokichi pulled out the needles and stuck them. We already read it. There. Open sesame. So he picked the cylinder lock open.
hey,
Do you think anyone else could have opened the locks beside him?
That's true.
It would have been impossible from the outside. The Monocopas took the key. Okay, here it is, but there's only 1 key, so don't lose it. It'd be bad if you lost it. You wouldn't be able to lock the door or open it from the outside. Let me see that key.
then
So Kokichi is the only one who could have opened or closed the door from the outside, right? Correct. Only Kokichi would have been able to open the door and close it from the outside. But someone inside could have opened and closed it as they pleased. So the front door was locked from the inside of the room?
No.
Not necessarily. I'm just thinking of possibilities. But in that case, the question becomes how the person who locked the doors got out. How the culprit got out of the room after locking the doors. I'm saying like they have to still be in the room. If the culprit is like in here.
Why?
A murder at nighttime is strange, impossible even.
Why?
Why do you think that?
Right.
Because student council made a rule that no one can go that we know can be outside during nighttime. Everyone should have been asleep. No way murder could have happened at nighttime.
You.
Do you really think everyone would go along with that rule?
But
It's a tools rule. Angie said he punished us if we not follow his rules.
but
But the student council wasn't included in that, correct? They could do what they wanted. Angie was also working here at night. Huh? She was?
but
No way. Student council would never break own rules.
right.
They should have been asleep in their own rooms to set a good example for others. Maybe Angie got attacked while she's sleeping in her room and get brought here?
Go to idiot.
If so, Gonta could have saved her. If only Gonta saw. But Gonta was sleeping. Sorry, Angie. Gonta no could save you. I find it hard to believe that no one went outside in spite of the student council rule. I'm not sure if it's okay to say this or not, but could Tanko be the culprit? Tanko? Oh, it's not like I have proof or anything. I just earlier I heard Himiko say that Tanko was trying to betray the student council.
No.
So you suspect Tanko?
Actually.
Because as a member of the student council, she would have been allowed into this lab.
Oh yeah.
That's right. Angie did allow members into the student council to enter her lab. Yeah, but Angie had been shut away. Yeah, Angie had been shut away here working on the ritual by herself since yesterday. She said she would only unlock the door if she heard a student council member's voice.
That's true.
That would certainly point to Tanko. She did betray the student council after all.
No.
It's not that I want to suspect Tanko, but since only student council members would have been let in here, so Angie only lets student council members in. So that would be Gonta, Kibo, Himiko, Tanko, and Tsumiki. Of that group, Tanko is certainly the most suspicious. Alright. This busty brainy beauty has this all figured out. Huh? You mean you know who the culprit is?
What was that?
Huh? The culprit? Freak that!
Hey.
Shuichi, do we really have time to be listening to her?
Wait.
Hey, wait, dang it! Are you just gonna ignore my genius idea? Just listen to me, okay? Come on, listen to me. Listen.
Okay.
Okay. Well, if you're gonna twist my arm, then I'll tell ya. You better thank me for this.
You know.
I know y'all are dumber than fleas, but even you get how weird these wax dolls are, alright? They are strange. Are they for the ritual or another purpose?
Well then.
Well, I figured out with just one glass that these are diversions.
Could it be?
Diversions?
Listen up.
Yep, the culprit used these wax dolls to distract us from something.
Got a minute?
What do you mean by that?
What?
How should I know? Isn't that Sherlock Holmes' job?
I knew it.
You're a waste of time. Maki turned away, and I can't say I blamed
What
her.
was that?
What the heck is our problem? Is she on the rag or something? Don't know what that means. So Angie made these wax dolls, huh? The resemblance is pretty uncanny. They say the devil's in the details, you know? Let's just see how detailed these really are. Hey! You should have to look up the wax figure's skirt. What are you doing? Stop that! What, I just wanted to see... Bro, you gotta chill out, bro. Bro,
Fucking virgin.
You are not the one to be accusing me of that, bro. Okay, diversions. They're diversions. This door is the lab's back door.
Is this?
This door has a sliding lock and it's still locked.
That's true.
And because no one used this door since we came in here, I believe Angie locked this door when she came in. And it's been locked ever since.
Hey.
Oh, what's this? There's something gold and shiny on the tab of the sliding lock. Gold and shiny? Could it be?
Is that all right?
Maki, may I see it for a minute? I want to try moving the sliding lock.
So what?
Want to unlock it? Go ahead and do what you want. I carefully touched the knob lock, avoiding the gold parts, and softly slid the lock open.
Okay.
Just as I suspected, this lock will slide without much effort,
Hmm.
whether you lock it or unlock it. This could be an important clue. Still strange that the front door and back door have different locks. The front door that we came in from has a cylinder lock, and the rear door over there has a sliding lock. But by the time we discovered the body, both doors were locked. In other words, this is what you might call a locked room mystery, right? Locked, huh?
You're right.
Yeah, the cylinder lock key was taken by the mono cubs, so both doors could only be locked from the inside. But only if you were lock Kokichi's lockpicking, right? He could have used the cylinder lock on the front door to go in and out of the lab, so he could have created this locked room mystery. It's possible that he locked the door from the outside by picking it after he killed Angie.
If I remember correctly.
That's true.
That's right.
Also, he appeared at an oddly convenient time when we tried to enter the lab ourselves.
I knew it.
He's clearly suspicious. It is suspicious, but the solution seems a little too convenient. Angie's body, she's lying face down in the middle of the room.
What's wrong?
Are you gonna take a closer look?
Okay.
Yes, I was planning
Got
to.
a minute?
Then hurry up and do it. We can't afford to waste any time here. Maki didn't hesitate. She just stepped past me and walked over to the body. She has no problem with dead bodies. She is the ultimate assassin. Ah, this book. The instructions for the resurrection ritual are written in the Necronomicon. By performing the ritual as written, you can resurrect one deceased victim.
I knew it.
This was the motive, the Necronomicon. And you tried to perform the ritual written in this book, right?
Okay.
Yeah, so if we look at this book, we should learn the steps of the ritual she was trying to perform. Let's take a look. The Necronomicon, Resurrection Ritual. Prepare an effigy of the dead soul you wish to contact. Everyone may participate. The size and shape of the effigy is irrelevant. Make it out of whatever materials you wish. If it's not obvious who the effigy is supposed to be, label it with the name of the deceased. After preparing the effigy, burn this Necronomicon to ashes. Use caution. Be mindful of carbon monoxide poisoning. Sprinkle the ashes of the effigy and repeat the name of the deceased 3 times. Then close your eyes and wait. After a while, you should feel a light tap on your back. If so, that means the ritual was a success. The ashes are only good for one use. The ritual can only be performed once, so use it wisely. So, these are steps for a resurrection ritual.
Stupid.
And you really believed in this crap. It's pretty obvious that you wouldn't be able to resurrect anyone with this. Under normal circumstances, I'm sure that's true. But in this place, I don't think we can rule anything out. But that song always gets me hype. Ropes are dangling from the exposed beams on the ceiling.
If I remember correctly.
Angie made all of these wax figures.
Hey,
Is this the rope from the warehouse?
You're right.
I believe so. And that means that they won't be much of a clue. Anyone could have gotten these ropes. Maybe the student council could have blocked the warehouse instead of the manhole. The warehouse does contain plenty of things that could be used for murder. Anyway, I know that these effigies are wax. But it still creeps me out.
that's true.
The effigies look exactly like real people. Not just their faces, but their bodies too. The ultimate artist certainly was talented.
By the way,
Why is this effigy hanging upside down? Is this part of the ritual? I'm not sure.
what is it?
If it's not, then why is it like this? Who would go out of their way to hang a wax effigy? Right, if they're gonna do this much work, then there must be some reason for it. What could it be? Who would do this? The culprit, Angie, or someone else entirely? There's blood dripping from Angie's head. According to the Monokuma file, she sustained a stab wound from the back of the neck, as well as a laceration on her forehead.
I knew it.
The killing blow was a single stab from the back of the neck. A sneak attack most likely. Then what do you make of the wound on her forehead? Maybe the culprit hit her on the head before stabbing her from behind. But her two wounds are substantially different. If the culprit changes weapons mid-attack,
Oh yeah.
I suppose that would be unnecessary.
Remember.
Also, the wound on her forehead looks deep, but it's not bleeding much. What's going on with these two wounds? Huh? What's wrong,
Got
Maki?
a minute?
Move. Maki pushed me aside and then lifted Andy's body up by the shoulder.
Is this?
What's this doing? What's this doing? Oh, whatever. This is duct tape, right? What's duct tape doing here? I don't know, but it must be related to the case. Look, there's hair stuck to the tape, so long hairs. It must be Angie's, right? Bloody duct tape with Angie's hair on it. What could that mean?
But
I'm surprised you spotted this, Maki. It was hidden under her body.
So what?
It was partially visible. As a detective, you should have noticed it before I did.
okay.
Well, that's true, but like, well, even so, I guess you're still getting used to being around dead bodies. So don't beat yourself up for it.
Okay.
Well, it's a good thing you're used to corpses, Maki.
You wanna die?
Bruh,
Sorry.
I'm trying to compliment you, bruh. Sorry, joking. Couldn't resist.
Got a minute?
You don't need to apologize. I was joking too. That didn't sound like a joke though, bro. Really, like, bro, there isn't much else to like look at though. Bruh.
By the way,
It's unlocked, but there's still things to investigate, bro.
fucking ver- By the way, that's
Okay.
Bro. Bro, I just noticed that this dude. Bro, where are your shoes at? Wow. A small pool of blood that has emanated from Angie's torso. This can't be from her forehead. This blood is from the back of her neck. This blood is dry. It must have been spilled a few hours before Angie was killed, maybe more. That fits the 2 a.m. time of death listed in the Monokuma file. Andy's body appears to be exactly as described in the Monokuma file. There were several clues that caught my attention, but I didn't draw any conclusions yet. If we think about all the evidence in combination, that might get us something. Let's continue the investigation for now. Maki, what's wrong?
So what?
It's not important, but the only time you're reliable is when you're investigating a crime scene. Is that supposed to be a compliment?
My guide know.
Who knows? You're certainly more reliable than Kaito, at least. That guy is useless. Anyway, let's continue. There's literally nothing else. Like, what else? Her kicks? Oh, the sword, I'm tripping. A katana stabbed into Kaede's wax effigy.
Damn it!
Who did this and why?
Got a minute?
Let me see. Maki nudged me aside and then gripped the katana and pulled it out of the effigy. Oh wait, this is a crime scene, you can't.
What is it?
You wanted me to check the katana, right? Well, you can't do that if you don't pull it out.
Because
Yes, true, but you have to preserve the scene. Maki paid no mind to my protest and stared at the katana for a while.
Is this?
It's a real katana, but there's a lot of gold leaf on it.
okay.
Yeah, I did believe that this. Yeah, I believe that it's one that was on display in the Ultimate Anthropologist lab. Is that so?
Okay.
We can probably assume this is the murder weapon, judging from the bloodstains on the tip. The edge is too rusty. To cut well, but it would be enough to stab.
But
Would they go through? But why would they go through this effort just to make? But why would they go through the effort of using this as a murder weapon?
That's true.
Good question. They could have gone to my lab and grabbed a more suitable weapon.
could it be?
Perhaps it's because Keel's lab is on the same floor. They just grabbed something close by. They may have been in a hurry, or maybe they just needed a long weapon like this. A long weapon?
Okay.
My lab doesn't contain swords or any other weapons of this length.
Huh?
Oh, really?
That's true.
I'm not sure how Monokuma found out, but he must know I don't use swords for work. When I first started working, I botched the mission using a katana. Haven't used a sword since, which is fine, because they're a hassle to carry anyway. I suppose everyone's lab is suited to them, personally like Angie's was. But how did they know all this? Anyway, the gold leaf on the katana flakes off easily, so It's all over my hand now. Are they really trying to
Okay.
do like a parallel of the first thingamajig?
Got a minute?
Why didn't you say so earlier? My hands are all sticky now. I'll have to wash them later. Maki scolded me and then stood in front of Kaede's effigy.
Hey,
I'm gonna put the katana back where we found it. If it's too hard to watch, look away.
Okay.
Thank you.
by the way,
Even so, why was a weapon stabbing to the wax effigy? A hanging wax effigy, no less. Was it part of the ritual? Or was the culprit trying to hide the murder weapon? Perhaps they had no intention of hiding it. They didn't even wipe off the blood. Besides, I'm certain there are better ways to hide the murder weapon than this.
what are you talking about?
Then what's the reason for this?
That's
Honestly, I have no idea. We should investigate where this weapon came from.
okay.
Okay, let's go. Let's go.
Got a minute?
Is this really time to rest? I don't think we found enough clues yet. We don't know how much time we have left to investigate, so we should hurry up. You're right. First, we should investigate the ultimate anthropologist lab. We may find a clue related to the katana. That's true. We need to check the katana. We need to check if the katana really did come from that place. Is something wrong,
By the
Maki?
way,
It just occurred to me. Why am I acting like your partner?
sure, whatever.
Well, it's fine. Just don't get used to it. It's not if I asked you, but it's fine by me. It's true that Maki is a tremendous help to me. I want to finish this investigation before I get off. If I remember correctly, the gold leaf katana is from... The Caged Child book is still here. Kyo said that he has read it so many times he can recite it by memory. I suppose he didn't need it. I'm tripping. That looked empty, so I was like, it's just the sheath. Earlier, the katana was inside the sheath. Maki, the gold leaf katana definitely came from here. I'm certain of it. Doesn't that make Kyo suspicious? This is his research lab after all. Not necessarily. Anyone could have came in here and took it.
That's true.
Fair enough. Anyone could have done the same with my lab too. Oh, what are you guys doing here? What are you doing here? Shouldn't you be helping with the seance? You look so disgusted right now. Then again, I guess that is your signature look. Anyway, I forgot to bring something we need for the seance, so I came back to get it. Something for the seance? Yep, that white sheet over there. We brought the wooden dog statue in the cage already, but I guess we need the sheet too.
What is it?
I don't get it. Why do you guys need a cage and a wooden dog statue and a white sheet? Hey, don't ask me. I don't know why we need this stuff either. That's why I figured I'd do a little research on the seance before I got the sheet. Study. So let's see. Kokichi took a look around it. I heard it was like some old handmade book. Oh, is this it? Yep, it says Cage Dog Village right here on the cover, so this must be it. Let's see. What does it say about the Caged Child seance? Kokichi flipped through the book and you picked it up. Oh, he picked up. Oh, is this the page? It's hard to read, but I can see the Caged Child is mentioned here. Yeah, Kyo's drawing the same magic circle as the one in this picture. Okay, let's see. In order to perform the Caged Child, you need 5 people, including the spirit medium, in a dark place with no light. Just like Kyo said. First, draw the magic circle passed down from the Caged Dog Village on the ground. the center of the circle, the spirit medium must kneel, curl like a turtle, and rest their forehead on the stone and on the ground. Afterward, the other four participants must put the iron cage over the spirit medium and cover it with the white sheet. And finally, the dog god must be placed on the top of the cage. Also, it says we can't step on the magic circle during the preparations. The dog god? What do you mean the wooden dog statue? When preparations are complete, turn out all the lights and create complete darkness. The seance will begin when 4 participants are standing at each corner of the room. The 4 participants not including the spirit medium will sing the cage child song. After the song, ask is the cage child and say the name of the spirit. The spirit medium will reply in the voice of the summoned spirit, and that's all it says. That sounds complicated. Complicated plans have better chance of working out in the end, wouldn't you say? Whether it works out or not, Kyo has been wanting to conduct this seance for a while. Since I was fortunate enough to obtain one of these copies, I've already memorized it. But I never thought I'd be able to lay eyes on a real one. What a trick of fate. Oh yeah, he said he memorized every word of it too. That's probably why he left the book here, cause he can conduct the seance without it. But is it even possible, contacting Angie's ghost? If you're so curious, why don't you join us, Shuichi? Huh? You should see how it plays out with your own eyes. Since there's still time, you know, the seance hasn't even started yet. Maybe it's better if you join them. You think so? Well, I'm not going. I don't believe in seances. But whether you believe it or not, as a detective, you should be able to observe what happens. As a detective, huh? Yeah, I think you're right. Now you're talking. Well, I'll be waiting for you. One of the 3 empty rooms were of the 3 empty rooms, we're in the middle one. Hey, yo, Maki, go check on Kaito, bro. I don't want him to die, bro. You can deal with the seance. I'll head back to the crime scene and re-examine the clues, alright? Well, they're wrong way. So, Kokichi tells me you wish to participate in the seance as well. Not participate. Observe. Is what I would like to say. However, only 5, including the spiritual medium, may join. Oh man, what a shame. Well, Key Boy, you're out. Why me? I agree with Kokichi. I was thinking this for a while. Robots and seances don't mix. They're like toothpaste and orange juice. To be honest, I had the same thought. Your help was appreciated, Kibo. Don't any of you feel guilty for kicking me out after forcing me to come? That's why we're apologizing. No one's apologized yet. Fine, our bad. Just don't get mad don't get mad and start shooting electromagnetic waves at us. Why would I do that? Stop whining, Kibo. I want to start the seance as soon as possible. Fine, but I won't forget this betrayal, Shuichi. What did I do? Exactly. So now, Shuichi has joined us. First, some warnings. Do not enter the magic circle that I've drawn on the floor. It is drawn with purifying salt, so it is easily disturbed when stepped on. You drew this magic circle with salt. I always use salt for magic circles. It makes seances more likely to succeed. Also, it's dark in here, so be sure to watch your step. If the magic circle is broken, not only will the seance fail, but it may also unleash a curse. Got it. I'll be careful. I'm surprised you're able to draw this without even looking at the picture. I have the entire document memorized, so this magic circle should be perfect. Of course, I also have the Cage Child songs. I also have the Cage Child song memorized. You must do the same. I have copied the words to the song down here. Please commit it to memory. Everyone else has already memorized it. After all, you'll be unable to read it in the dark. You have to memorize the lyrics now? You're a detective, so I expect your memory should be up to task. Here's the melody. I listened to Kyo sing the song. Did my best to memorize the melody and lyrics. Okay, I think I've got it now. Your memory is extraordinary. You are indeed the ultimate detective. Well then, let us begin the ritual right away. Yeah, we're finally gonna get to see Angie. Before that, let's call a spiritual medium. It would work best with the girl. Then I'll do it. I can't think of anyone but me. That Angie's spirit should go in. No, I'll do it. Because if you're the spirit medium, we won't be able to talk to Angie. Yeah? You want to talk to Angie, right? Then I'll be the spirit medium. That way you can say goodbye to her. And after you finish saying your goodbyes, keep your chin up and live a life facing forward and survive with me and everyone else. Please. Tanko. Also, Himiko, let me say this one thing. Expressing your feelings is perfectly natural, and you shouldn't feel ashamed at all. So if you feel like crying when you're talking about Angie, go ahead and cry your eyes out. You'll feel better when you do. Well, I mean, laughing makes you feel better too. And venting your anger onto something can really cheer you up. Train your heart by crying, laughing, and venting your anger. Himiko. I think you've trained too much. You're probably right. So now that we've decided on the spiritual medium, let us begin. I feel like she's gonna die. Mm. Starting now, the rest of us must go to work. There are many things left to be done. First, we must place the iron cage on atop Tanko. I shall leave that to Shuichi and Kokichi. And please keep in mind, walk carefully as to not disturb the magic circle. Okay, you can count on me. It may not look like it, but I'm actually super duper strong. Once we open that, she's about to get killed. Kyo. Hey bro, Himiko, aren't you disrupting the This is the point of no return, Tanko. After this point, you mustn't speak. Next time you open your mouth, it will be Angie speaking through you. Okay. The rest of us should move to the corners of the room. Please go to one of your choosing. We each stood in a different corner. So dark I couldn't even see my own body. Overcoming my instinctual fear of the dark, I moved along the wall back to my corner, then began the singing. Kyo led us all in the caged child song. Whoa. What was that sound? What was that song? What was that sound, bro? We finished singing the song, but I thought I heard an odd sound in the middle of it. What was that?
What's the matter?
Hold on. Let's see.
Maybe she got clapped up and crushed by that dog. I see blood. I see blood. I saw blood, bro. I saw blood, bro. I told her she mustn't speak until the spirit enters her. She follows orders well, but how about we let her out for now? Wait, dark arts such as this need to be started and completed in the same way. Those who remove the objects from the magic circle must be the same who brought them in. If not, the spirit must stay. If not, the spirit must stay in the medium's body. Seeing how this is a failure, I don't think any spirit is sticking around, but whatever. I see blood, bro. I see blood, bro. We're careful. Now our something something is more than a mist, bro. I told you not to step on the... Fueled by desperation, Himiko grabbed the cage and lifted it up and... Bro, whoever did this is a villain. Tenko? Seriously? Tenko, Gonta's so sorry. Gonta no could protect you. Shuichi, explain the situation. I thought you were conducting the seance. What happened? I don't know what's happening. I'm surprised too. I never thought a murder would occur. I thought Ugh. I guess for now, we should maybe start the investigation right away. Before that, I'd like to confirm something. The culprit who killed Angie may be different from the culprit who killed Tenko, yes? Huh? What happens in the event there are two murders by two people? What if there are two blackened? We need to find them both at the class trial? Now that you mention it, that's a good point. What would happen in that scenario? Huh? What would happen? Monodam, what would happen? What would happen? Why do you look lost, Monodam? I thought you were gonna run things instead of Daddy. I never expected something like this to happen. I don't know what to do. I really don't know. Oh man, they're all disorganized. If you can't decide the class trial's objective, then we won't know we don't know what to investigate. Father always knows what to do. We should ask him for help. Have you already forgotten? Daddy's in no condition to help us. It's all our fault that Daddy ended up like that. It's all your fault, Monofanny. He's gonna kill you, bro. I'm back. Were you good while I was away? What? And that vacation was just what I needed. It's important to take time off to relax. Normally, most companies won't even let you take time off to go on vacation. But I was able to do it. The secret is to just leave whether you get the permission or not. Oh wait, so then who was Baldy then? That was just the part-timer I got to cover me while I was gone. Here's your pay, like we agreed on. Now get out of here. Now that that nuisance out of the way, what were you guys talking about again? Oh, that's right. What happens when your votes? What happens to your votes when there are two blackened candidates? Well, I have to answer for that. It's first come, first served. First come, first served. The blackened who killed the first victim is to be discovered will be your target. In other words, if the blackened who killed Angie isn't the same one who killed Tanko, then only Angie's killer would be considered the blackened. Basically, Tanko's killer is a wasted kill and Tanko herself is a waste of a victim. Oh, I'll have this in the school regulations, so you can review it later. I also updated them on Kumafo. Do your best to investigate this murder too. For as long as you live, I will never let any of you go. He just left us behind while he was sinking. Never let us go. So to make sense of all that, if both murders have different culprits, then our vote will determine Angie's killer. But we don't even know if there is a, but we don't even know if there's a different culprit, do we? True, we should investigate Tinko's death as well, just in case. Finally, things are heating up. I'm getting so excited. Oh, you freaking psycho. Shuichi, this is bad. Hmm? This is unquestionably bad. I can't believe Tinko was killed. Everyone's upset and confused, and I'm in no shape to help right now. So this is where you need to step up. Listen, Shuichi. The impossible is possible. All you gotta do is make it so. Yeah. Kaito, like, bro, why are you acting like this? Like that's prime suspect. Like, 5'5", taller than her. The victim was Tinko Chap. The body was found in the.
Are you okay? My bad.
Dang! Bro's always going to get. God, there's something up with Kaito.
That's correct. Come to me!
Investigation resumed.
Got it. No.
Ah,
Huh?
listen up. His eyes lit up. I, Muiruma, the gorgeous girl genius, have installed a new function in Kibo.
Just leave it to me. I will become the guiding light that shines on you all.
Shine on, shine on! Shine on, you crazy fucking diamond!
Oh, man. It's okay.
Okay.
I'll be right back. You know, you feel me? Alright.
Well,
Do these floorboards seem a little unstable to you? They're tough to walk on. The floorboards aren't nailed down. They're lying on top of cross pieces. That's what Gonta told me. That's probably the reason why they're a little unstable. They've only been laid on top. That's why they're unstable. Well, the boards are fairly thick and sturdy. I can't imagine why they'd come loose easily.
is this...
But if someone wanted to remove a floorboard, They could easily do so, right?
Okay.
Yes, I suppose. I said things that make Tinko look suspicious, and now this. Well, yeah, you never know. Maybe she killed Angie and then she got killed herself. You never know. I'm sorry, Tinko.
Stop it.
Cry later. Huh?
Because.
Crying won't bring Tinko back. And if we don't investigate thoroughly, we'll die too.
Okay.
I need to find the truth and pin down this culprit. For Tinko and for all of us.
I guess.
You're right. Tinko would want us to figure it out so she had no regrets. That would be the best way to apologize. Poor Angie, bro. Like, dang.
Hey!
Himiko, hey, Himiko, be strong, Himiko.
Wait.
Gonta, if you shake Himiko that much, she's going to break.
What?
But she not talking. It's like Himiko not even here.
Like I thought.
She must have been really shocked over Tenko. Let's leave her be for now. Okay. Dang, bro. It's the magic circle Kyo drew the floor. Dang. It's been completely stomped over. I suppose it was unavoidable. Let me see. Just close everything. It's been completely stomped over.
Well,
Was this drawn with salt?
Yes.
Whenever I perform a seance, I always use salt.
what?
Are you feeling alright? You sound ridiculous.
Ridiculous.
Ridiculous? I have performed many successful seances. I've even had spirits enter my body.
I'm right already.
Shut up, I don't want to hear about your stupid delusions. Maki really doesn't beat around the bush. It's kind of refreshing, actually.
But
In any case, with all these footprints, I can't make an original. With all these original footprints, I can't make out the original circle.
So what?
We'll find out in Kyo's lab. It should be written in the Cage Dog Village document.
Hey,
Isn't that right, Kyo? He seems depressed. I suppose that makes sense.
why?
First Angie, then Tenko.
How can this be?
Gonta so ashamed. Why Gonta no could protect friends?
Leave it to me.
Leave it to me. I will become the guiding light that shines on you all.
That cannot be.
Why did this?
I knew it.
Kyo, I know the murder was pretty shocking.
But of course.
Of course, I'm shocked about that as well, but why did the seance fail? We performed all the steps flawlessly. He seems more concerned by
Yes.
weirdo, bro. Oh, if we perform the caged child again. Ooh, chill out. No, chill out. Cut the crap and just tell me what happened during the seance. Both you and Shoichi were present, right? Did she get killed during the seance?
I see, yes.
True, it may be best to move past what happened, but to know why the seance failed.
is that so?
Whatever, just hurry up. At the time, in order to begin the seance, we had Tenko, the spiritual medium, position herself as a turtle within the magic circle so her head touched the marker stone. Then Shoichi and Kokichi placed the cage over Tenko. After that, I placed the white cloth over the cage. Then all four of us had placed a wooden statue of the dog god atop the cage. Afterwards, we stood in the four corners of the room. Kokichi and Shuichi blew out the candles.
Yes.
Finally, we all sang the caged child song. The seance should have been complete, but
Ah,
now that you mention it, I remember hearing a strange sound during the song. Yeah, it did. Yeah. is a mystery to me as well. I thought someone may have tripped perhaps. That was more than just a trip, bro. That was more than just a trip. That was pretty loud sound for someone tripping. Perhaps Kyo knows something.
What do you mean?
Then what happened?
Yes.
We called out to her, but no reply came. I had Shuichi and Kokichi light the candles. And then we removed all the items from within the magic circle in opposite order. First, all four of us removed the dog god statue. Next, I took off the white cloth, and then... Himiko ran over to the cage, and the moment she lifted it... Then it sounds like Tenko was definitely killed during the seance.
No.
But would it not be difficult in such darkness? Besides, she was inside the cage, yes? Then when was she killed?
Well, that's...
Yeah, that's the problem.
I see, yes.
There is another problem.
How?
And that is, why ever did the seance fail? I simply cannot figure it out.
Perhaps.
Maybe someone moved from their corner? Did someone sneak in here?
What's the point?
Obviously, since this seance was clearly a sham. Maki was never the one to pull her punches. I'm thinking maybe it's Kibo because he has those, like, the eyes. Oh yeah, he did say he added it. If two different murderers by different murderers occurred at the same time, only the one whose victim was found first shall be blackened. Further, there may be new additions to the school rules according to the... Okay. Alright. This investigation is over and shut. All thanks to me for giving Kibo his new function. Now, bleh, foos killers, obviously. One of you stupid buttholes who signed up to do this boo-boo seance in the first place.
No.
No, not necessarily. Huh? Seriously? This seance was clearly set up to lure her and kill her. How could someone who wasn't in the room kill her?
Could it be...
Do you believe Tenko was killed during the seance?
Fucking moron!
There's no other possibility. Poop for brains? Goodness. You don't even know that? We'll shoot that Tenko was alive before the seance began. This is the point of no return, Tenko. After this point, you mustn't speak. Oh. Next time you open your mouth, it will be Angie speaking through you. Tenko answered Kyo, so at that point she was most certainly alive. But when the candles were relit, she had already been killed. That means she was killed in the dark. I'm positive. What time exactly was Tenko killed after the candles were blown out? That may be important. That may be an important point of this case. Man, that was a lame function. You should have made him like a transform. Oh. It's a white sheet. It's the white sheet. Okay. Bro, this is not that important, bro.
Is this?
This cloth is pretty thick. It's similar to a window curtain, but it's completely opaque. And on the back, look, there's a blood stain on it, right in the middle of the sheet.
But
But no hole in the fabric, which means Tinka wasn't stabbed through this cloth.
Okay.
She was stabbed underneath the cloth. So that means no one who was outside the thing didn't kill Tenko. No one who was like actually doing the seance killed Tenko. It's a wooden dog statue that was hidden in the seance. Okay, yeah. During the seance, this wooden statue was atop the cage. It took 4 of us to remove it. This wooden statue is pretty heavy.
if I remember correctly,
Kyo said it was about 175 pounds. Kyo said it was about 175 pounds. That's about the weight of 2 girls.
What?
What do you know about girls? Have you even touched a woman besides your own mother?
uh,
What?
I'm kidding.
I'm kidding. Anyway,
Is this?
if this heavy thing was on top of the cage, then Tinka wouldn't have been able to get out easily.
okay.
Yeah, you're right about that. That didn't sound like you were kidding earlier. Bro still hung up on that. Calm down, dude. Thank goodness they don't have the blood. There's a rock next to Tinkle's body. This must be. Please rest your forehead upon this stone marker I've placed here. It's just a stone I brought from the courtyard. Are you sure it'll work? Certainly. It's merely needed as a marker for her forehead to rest upon. Like this. Tango had her forehead on this rock, hunched over. She had to make herself small to fit inside the cage. Tinkle's dead body. She took her last breath and crouched over like this. According to the Monokuma file, her only injury was a stab wound to her neck. This wound was fatal. This must have caused instant death. I didn't hear a scream during the seance. Wait. Would Tinko really keep her mouth shut despite the pain?
Nope.
Her death might not have been instant, but she couldn't have gone far before she bled out.
Huh?
What do you mean?
What's the point?
You're concerned about that, right?
Okay.
With the wound this deep, the victim is too shocked to do anything except die. You're speaking from experience?
That's obvious.
Of course. Quick deaths are my specialty. Well, then that makes sense.
By the way,
The real question is, what was she killed with? I don't see the murder weapon around. You're right. I don't see an obvious murder weapon. That could be a clue. The floorboard is loose, and it's the one thing right under Tinko.
why?
Why is this floorboard loose?
If I remember correctly,
It wasn't like this before. It must have come loose during the seance.
Why?
Why would it come loose bro? I'm low-key thinking it's Kibo. Like, it's coming together. Like, I'm low-key thinking it's Kibo.
but
A floorboard this thick and heavy wouldn't have come loose easily. Then someone must have loosened it on purpose. This cage was used in the seance.
This?
It looks to be around 3 feet high and 5 feet wide. It's a pretty large iron cage,
okay.
big enough for a person to fit inside. During the seance, Kokichi and I covered Tenko with the cage. We were supposed to remove it as well. But it was Himiko who rushed in and removed the cage first.
Hey,
Hey, look at this.
is this?
A blood stain on the bottom of the cage. Probably Tenko's blood, yeah.
That's true.
Yeah, I imagine so. The splatter must have been why she was killed. The splatter must have been made when she was killed.
What do you mean?
Which means Tenko was killed while she was under the cage. You're right. Tinko went under the cage before the seance. But when the cage was lifted after the seance, she was already dead.
Then
If she was stabbed right when the cage was lifted, that would explain this blood stain, right?
Huh?
Perhaps she wasn't killed during the seance, but the exact moment the cage was lifted. Bro, what? I don't understand that. Bro, what am I missing? Bro, I hate it when they like, bro, what am I missing? Hole in the corner. There's a small opening in the corner of the room. It doesn't look big enough for a person to get through, but still.
is this?
A hole? Looks like there's space under here too. Oh, hold on. I can see something below. It looks like something was dropped down there.
Huh?
What? Something dropped down there? Was something dropped from here? Okay, that's it. That's it.
Hey,
After we check everywhere else, why don't we go under the floor and see for ourselves?
You're right.
Right, let's
by the
do it.
way,
It seems pretty dark down there. What should we use for light?
That's true.
Let's bring a candle. With people's light from up here, we should be fine.
Okay.
Then I'll go get a candle. Remove that floorboard and we can go down.
Okay.
Okay, we got it. Okay, got it. I pulled off some of the floorboards near the hole and took off the candle from Maki. Then we carefully made our way through the hole under the floor. This is a lot more spacious than I thought. You can move pretty easily on all fours.
Okay.
Let's look around for clues.
Well,
It'd look pretty stupid if we found no clues after crawling around in this dusty place.
Okay.
Yeah. But this music always gets a scythe? Sickle? There's a sickle here and there's blood all over it.
Okay.
The blood on this sickle is fresh. This is it. This is the murder weapon.
is this?
This came from my research lab. Yeah, I was thinking that. It did.
Well,
A sickle can be used to assassinate a target. It can be thrown without losing any lethality. And you can hide it under your clothes too.
Well,
If she was attacked with this, then she wouldn't stand a chance. The blade is about 6 inches.
that's right.
And since Tanko was in the cage, she wouldn't have been able to defend herself.
but
But even if this is our murder weapon, how did the culprit attack Tanko in the cage? The blade could fit through gaps in the cage, but fit through the gaps in the cage, but could it reach her neck?
That's true.
The cage is 3 feet high. If you're able to stab into it with a 6-inch blade, well, it would depend on Tanko's posture, but I don't think it's impossible. Then our posture is the question.
Hey,
Hey, if the weapon is down here, then the culprit must have thrown it away, right?
that's true.
Perhaps after killing Tanko, the culprit threw the sickle under the floor in the dark. Or they could have been under the floor the entire time. Either one of those is possible. Okay, I'm over like, bro, like they brought a whole candle here and it's still lit. Some of the wood has corroded and is broken off, so you can see into the next room.
hey,
This is the wall of the empty room, right? Looks like there's a wood wall. Looks like there's wood along the wall. This part is rotted away. Looks like the natural rot. This hole wasn't made intentionally. But I can get into the next room through here.
that's true.
If I remember correctly, your room next door is the room next door is also empty, right? Then the culprit could have gone from room to room by moving under here instead of using the hallway.
No.
True, but it would have been difficult moving around under the floor. We did it alright because we had a light. Because we had a light. Without that, it'd be pitch black. That might make it impossible to move around in there.
Nope.
Then they could have used the light like we're doing right now.
Well.
True. They used the light to move around under the floor? Is that possible? Fresh blood. It's definitely Tenko's. Oh look, part of the crosspiece that supports the floorboard is cut off.
That's true.
It's near the loose floorboard, and the portion is missing about the. It's near the loose floorboard, and the portion missing is about the same width too. And from what I can see of it,
That's true.
it wasn't broken off naturally. It was cut by someone. There should be saws in the warehouse, so they could have used that. The question is why? Another cross piece is supporting the floorboard, so it might not fall. If this portion is missing.
Then
So what purpose did this serve? The floorboard underneath Tinkle's body is loose, and the cross piece supporting it has been cut. If the culprit did all this, then why? Really, bro? There's a blood stain on the ground underneath the loose floorboard, but it's pretty far from where Tinkle's blood is dripping down. It's under the same floorboard, just at different ends. Why is there blood here?
hey,
Hey, the back of the floorboard has blood on it too. You're right, there's a little bit of blood on the underside of the floorboard.
what do you mean?
Did Tinkle's blood splatter here when she got killed?
That's true.
I wonder, but I can't really be sure yet.
Okay.
But these blood stains are completely dry. So maybe the same person came from Angie's. They came over from Angie and killed her too. I don't know.
Is that all right?
Maki, you wanna head back up? Glad you asked. I was starting to get fed up with all this dust.
By the way,
Huh?
because
You're right.
then
So instead of investigating Tinkle's death, shouldn't we be investigating Angie's?
Okay.
Yes, of course.
But
But this is bigger than the killing game. For the sake of those who died, I need to reveal the truth behind both of their deaths. Yeah, well, I understand why you feel that way, but if you plan on investigating the other crime scene again, we should probably hurry. Like, bro, like, we already got everything we need, bro. What? A third?
It's a lie!
Bro. Did I surprise you? Were you gonna scream and cry in terror?
Huh?
What are you doing?
Oh?
Oh, sorry, I just got a little lightheaded from all the blood loss. Yeah, this is real blood.
Why?
Okay, so what were you doing? I got curious about something, so I decided to search the empty room next door. Then, suddenly, I stepped through the floorboard.
Huh?
You stepped through a floorboard?
That's so mean.
Jeez, that got me good. Because of this, I tripped and fell pretty hard.
got a minute?
if you're gonna lose consciousness, do it after you tell us everything. Oh, sorry. My bad. I guess there's no crosspiece supporting this floorboard, so I kinda stepped through. What bad luck. The crosspiece was gone. Does that mean... Huh? It's time?
Confidence, dreams. That's what the Killing Game is all about. Killing Game fans, hold your head high and watch with your own two eyes. Baseball, soccer, mobile games, they're all nothing compared to the Killing Game. The Killing Game just can't be beat. Behold, students, the entrance to the trial grounds.
Guess time's up. Oh man, it's because of you guys I didn't have enough time to check something.
Huh?
What were you trying to check?
See?
I wanted to research the seance again, so I brought this document with me. But unfortunately,
Yeah.
I couldn't find anything new that could be used as a clue. Kyo perfectly reenacted this seance as what was written on the document. He drew this magic circle the exact same way as in the picture. Not only that, but he used the exact same tools too. Nothing suspicious about this whole thing. Well, I wanted to check the finer details, but I'll tell you about that later. At the class trials, so see you there. Kokichi left, the blood loss clearly affecting his footing a bit. Let's go to...
Yeah, that's right.
That's true.
Yeah, okay. Is Maki nervous? I see, so even she gets nervous sometimes.
You wanna die?
What are you staring at? Do you want to die? Yep, bro, he already knows the protocol. He knows it's a joke.
Oh dear.
It would appear we have all gathered, but it seems that there are less and less of us.
Oh.
Less friends mean it that much harder to solve the mystery.
Don't worry.
Well, don't worry, I'm sure you've gotten a lot smarter by now, Gonta.
Mm.
Yeah, Gonta do his best to help. I want you to graduate from super idiot level to at least Kaito idiot level.
What?
Hey, what's that supposed to mean?
Are you okay?
More importantly, are you okay, Kaito?
Ah.
Yeah, feeling better now. But wow, Maki Roll sure does pack a punch.
I don't know.
It's your fault. You don't need to worry about our dwindling numbers. Only dip poops have died so far.
That being said,
I know it's a tall order, but try to use your brain instead at this time so you know.
booyah!
These golden brain cells of mine are a gift to the entire world.
Unacceptable.
It's as though every time you open your mouth, you become less likable.
Rest in peace.
Atua, please lend us your power.
But
It may be difficult for us to rely on Atua, considering what happened to Angie, whom Atua loved most of all.
well, you know.
She should never relied on Atua in the first place. But seriously, it's kind of funny seeing a robot believe in God, especially Atua.
I also.
So what? Robots can believe in God.
Indeed.
Actually, before I even met Angie, I had a similar experience. Hearing voices, I mean. You might call it an inner voice, but it tells me what to do whenever I'm in trouble.
Got a minute?
How long are you gonna say that for? Atua and Ghost don't matter right now.
Jeez.
Yeah, the trial this time is gonna be rough. We got caught in Monaco's trap.
Huh?
His trap?
That's right.
He probably made a fourth floor so scary on purpose to prevent me from investigating.
All right already.
No, he didn't.
Yeah.
Yeah, there's no way.
Hey, so.
Shuichi, say something.
Huh?
What should I say? Uh, boy. These laggy cutscenes, like, bro. Spike needs to optimize their game. As usual, we walk toward the elevator in silence. As soon as we remaining survivors step aboard, we descended. Perhaps because there were fewer of us, the elevator seemed to move faster. And so we fell faster and faster downward into the black. The elevator stopped, and just like always, the doors parted slowly. The light that shines on us from the other side, the bright light of our future, or is it? It's the same trial room every single time. Like, that stuff is whack. Boy, they look really depressed. Must be because there's even less participants now. Don't say they look depressed. You make Monojam sad. Poo-hoo-hoo. As much as I'd love to keep hearing this adorable back and forth, let's hurry up and get this started. At last, the class trial will begin. I hope you will enjoy it to your heart's content. The third class trial was about to begin. Angie Yonaga, the ultimate artist. She created the Ultimate Academy Student Council to try to prevent the killing game. Then Tenko Chabashura, the Ultimate Aikido Master. She hated men, but I knew that she hated this terrible killing. I knew that she hated this terrible killing game even more. Then the two who were killed were both trying to stop the killing. Dang. And who was the one who killed them? Was it one person? Two different people? We need to pin that down in the class trial. In order to live, we have to find the truth. And I will fight for it. I will fight with the truth that lies. I will fight with truth and lies in this class trial. Let's get it.